What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Leak after leak after leak, and we're not even into February yet. Right now, as I am speaking, we got 3 new leaked animatronics for this year so far for 2023. 2 of them which were Halloween, and 1 was a Christmas one, which really surprised me. Now, if you don't know, I am not only exclusively Halloween. You may see more Halloween on my channel, but I do also cover Christmas stuff as well. And I think this one is definitely worth noting and worth putting out there to the public a little more, because the big named people, or I guess you could say the big named news channels that usually do news won't cover this one animatronic most likely, but I just think this is too good not to cover. So just recently we got some new animatronics from SVI, 2 of which were UK exclusives and 1 of which we don't even know yet. Now I suspicion that there is a possibility that this could be UK exclusive, however I am unaware of that yet. But the 3 animatronics that I am certainly talking about right now is the 2023 UK exclusive Sparkle Witch.
Perhaps you don't recognize me, though I am your queen, the queen of the underworld. Perhaps you don't recognize me, though I am your queen, the queen of the underworld.
And the 2023 exclusive Prop Floating Phantom.
You should not have come to this desolate place. Your mistake will cost you dearly if you do not flee at once. Tortured existence of eternal suffering. Take my hand, and this can be your future as well.
Now, these are the 2 Halloween animatronics, and I will get down to the other animatronic, which is a Christmas animatronic, here in a minute, because these 2 fall under the same category. Now, I wanted to point out this fact. Now, normally, again, I don't make videos similar to this, but I think this is worth good material to cover. Now, if it wasn't for my buddy, his name is Darth Sidious. You've probably seen him around the community. He's the one man who owns the prototype Sassy Witch, which is awesome, and I think it's really cool that that he was able to get a hold of this video for me and send it over, because without him I wouldn't have known about this. But this girl, this new animatronic for this year, I think we are all pretty familiar with already in 2 different kinds of ways. So I introduced to you the Sparkle Witch. The Sparkle Witch is a very interesting concept, or kind of a spin-off of the Mythical Witch from last year, sold at Walmart for 2022. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of this animatronic in some ways, and in a couple ways I am. This animatronic, to me, I absolutely do love the color pattern, and I know a couple people have dissed her color pattern, but honestly, to me, I think the color pattern on her is very well put together. I think the purple and orange settle and meet that really nice and classic Halloween color kind of take, I guess you could say. And I think this is just something that you don't usually see on witches. Now, I get a lot of people are getting tired of generic witches, the same way I'm getting tired of clowns, but I do like the color pattern on this, because we haven't really seen a color pattern of a witch that looks like this in a long time. Now, I think all the colors combine together, and that's the biggest thing I absolutely love about her. But the biggest thing I don't love about her, in total honesty, is her voice, the audio they used, and I am also not a big fan of the fact that they decided to take out the lighting system. Now, again, this follows the same principle as the Mythical Witch, and it's the same exact build and everything. The only issue is that for some reason SVI decided to kind of pull a Jimmy and put the Queen of the Underworld's voice lines into this animatronic. Now, I don't really find that to be a really good idea. I really don't understand why they would do that and understand what the concept was behind this. I think it was a little lazy on their part, and I don't really approve of them using that, because it just doesn't make any sense to me why a witch would be sitting there calling herself the Queen of the Underworld, because that's not what a witch is. And the other thing that really just bothers me about this prop is that they took out all the lighting effects, like in the dress, in the broom, on the hand. I really loved how the Mythical Witch had that lighting system. It actually reminded me of the Sassy Witch animatronic that Jimmy made a little while back. And, you know, I know the Sassy Witch does get a lot of hatred, but I actually do think that the Sassy Witch was a really interesting take on the more like child-friendly, innocent kind of witch, or more modern kind of witch. And I think SVI kind of has the same concept going, but this animatronic I think would have looked a lot better if they had implemented the LED light systems. But sadly, only her eyes move, and to me, I just don't think that that was a good choice on their part. But besides that fact, the Mythical Witch, appearance-wise, looks good to me. But the overall lighting system is horrible, and the fact that they went that far out of their way to be that lazy just to implement the Queen of the Underworld's audio is not good in my opinion, and it's just kind of lazy, and it kind of shows that SVI is just trying to do a quick money grab with this animatronic. Now, with that being said, I don't hate this animatronic, but it's still just not my all-time favorite. But maybe there was a reason for it. I don't know. I just know that this is a UK exclusive only, so we won't even be seeing this in America anyways, if you live here in America. The next prop I want to talk about is a very interesting prop as well. Now this one I actually really enjoy because it's a very just good classic looking Halloween prop. This is the floating phantom, and I have to admit this floating phantom is really cool looking. While he may have plain colors, I think the plain colors look insanely well, and it fits perfectly well with that lantern. Now, one of the coolest things I absolutely loved about this, while there's not many LED lights, I think that adds to its realism factor. And I think that the fact that it carries a lantern is even better, because we always hear about folklore of, you know, ghosts carrying lanterns, death carrying a lantern, or something like that. And I absolutely love the concept. What I think was also very interesting that SVI decided to do with this is that they implemented an LED light underneath the hand so that a white light can shine up on the face of this animatronic. And in my opinion, I think that that's better than the red LED eyes, because that makes it look more eerie, more realistic. It gets the lighting effect down perfectly, and it also saves a lot of haunters from having to put a spotlight on this animatronic, because not only does the lantern provide just enough light to show the entire body, but if you see this thing from a distance with that light shining on the face, I think that is the coolest thing ever, and the lighting just makes it look perfect. It makes it look creepy, eerie, and altogether it looks just like a classic ghost just haunting a graveyard, and I think that is a cool concept. Now again, the colors are very bland, but I think it works, personally in my opinion, because you can't do too much with a phantom. But what I do love about this is the facial sculpture. I think they did a great job with the face. The fine detail on it looks really nice. And I think that the eyes, the fact that they made them just black, is even better. So UK definitely got a good deal on this. I think this is a really cool concept. And I think it's something that UK will definitely be able to flex on us Americans about, I guess you could say, because this animatronic is definitely unique in its own way, and it's very nostalgic. And I have to admit, it's a very cool animatronic. Now next I wanted to go to the Christmas side of things. So just recently we got the two Halloween animatronics, and then thanks to my buddy Nathan, or you may also know him as possibly the Pumpkin King, or what used to be Nathan the Haunter, this man showed me an amazing video of this new revamped SVI Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas! I hope you have a happy and healthy New Year, filled with what you love the most. For me, that's Mrs. Claus and the elves waiting back home for me at the North Pole. We know that the journey is all worth it for your smile on Christmas morning. Dear, good tidings we bring to you at your gate. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hey, where'd you get that?
Now, this Santa Claus, when you seriously think that SVI cannot top themselves anymore, this Santa Claus is just insane to me. Now, never do I hardly ever see big life-size Santa Clauses holding lanterns. Now, I know there are the small little 3-foot Mr. and Mrs. Santa at Lowe's that Lowe's sells every year, the Motionettes, and I love those. But, and you know, those Santas have always held lanterns. But seeing a big life-size 6-foot animated singing Santa with a lantern is just awesome. Not to mention the fact that they redid all of his phrases and they kind of have his voice just a little different, but it matches and it fits perfectly. I think my all-time favorite thing about this is that they decided to remove the original green gloves and put brown gloves on there to match the beautiful gold and the holly on the lantern. And I absolutely love the gold on the lantern. I think this lantern looks very gorgeous, and the lantern altogether fits the concept very well. The fact that they also decided to change the bag is also really cool. I think this looks a little more realistic. It seems to have a lot more inside of it. And honestly, from what I'm seeing, it looks a little bigger than the original. And that's really cool to me. Not to mention the red texture and the color on his suit is a little darker. And, you know, I love Santa's outfit, but when they put like a more kind of crimson looking red on a Santa Claus, that's just immediate woodland to me, and it's just so beautiful. But this Santa Claus is just insane to me, and it's all out the coolest Santa Claus animatronic I think I've ever seen in my life. The lantern shines so well on this animatronic, and it fits perfectly. You don't see animatronic Santa Clauses with lighting systems on them hardly ever. And that's because I don't think they always try to go as, I guess you could say, hardcore with the Christmas animatronics compared to the Halloween, but they went all out with this one, and I have to really applaud SVI for this. This Santa is gorgeous and he's beautiful. Now, whether or not this is a UK exclusive, I do not know, because when I looked into the video description, it didn't say anything about it being UK exclusives, and I'm not fully aware of what exactly or where exactly this guy is going to be. Most likely he's going to be Home Depot, because Home Depot is notorious for having this type of Santa Claus, or the SVI Santa Claus. And you know, we may see some more things come out of this. I do not know, but this is for considering the fact that we're already in January and they have this Santa Claus ready to go and have a concept of him already. I think that is insane. Now, whether or not this will be produced, I am unaware, because there is not too much information out there on him, and I'm just kind of waiting to see if maybe there's a possibility we will see this Santa Claus show up on either Home Depot or some possible new store. But this Santa Claus altogether is amazing. It's definitely a step up from the original model that was sold the past 2 years, and I have to admit, SVI is doing a phenomenal job with their Christmas decorations, and I applaud them for that, and I absolutely love this new Santa Claus concept. But anyways, you all, I hope you all did enjoy this video. I just wanted to give my thoughts and opinions on these guys, just kind of talk about them and explain to you all what I don't really like and what I do like, and kind of just explain what these animatronics are and just kind of get them out there, especially the Santa Claus. But, you know, I think this is going to be a possibly good year for Halloween, just judging by the Morris costume stuff. I'm hoping and praying that we'll see SVI do even more amazing things. We'll see Techie bring out some new type of animatronics, things we've never seen. I'm even praying that Jimmy might even be able to take a step up from last year and start producing things again that they used to. But it's only speculation, and we'll only be able to see once we start getting closer to the season. But I want to hear your all's thoughts and opinions in the comments below about what you all think about these three animatronics, or which one is your favorite out of the three, considering that these are three brand new animatronics for 2023. But anyways, you all, I'm going to go ahead and cut the video here. I hope you all did enjoy this video. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe button. I always try to upload weekly and never try and disappoint you guys. But anyways, you all, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. This is Jimmy Bones signing off. I will talk to you guys in the next video. See ya.